Well, hello everybody, Bug Eater 64 here, and today's flight, as you can see, is going to be Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and we're going to be flying the pilot's DASH7. Very nice aircraft. The developers done a fine job on this, and it's just a lot of fun to fly. So this is just going to be basically we're going to go through the engine startup, we're going to do taxi, takeoff, and that'll pretty much be the end of it. The reason I'm making this video is that I've had a couple of my followers, the people that have watched my videos, ask me about my settings and my bindings for a 4-engine aircraft. Now the DASH7 and my DC6, I use the same configuration I have in Microsoft's key bindings, but I'm going to take a look at that. I have the Thrustmaster Warthog HOTAS, and so naturally I would have to do something a little different to be able to control all 4 engines, and that's what this is about. So with that, we'll get into the aircraft and take a look at how I've got things set up. So we'll catch you inside. Okay, so here we are, Dallas Fort Worth, and we'll get things started here. And we'll do the takeoff, and then we'll do a landing. And as you can see where I'm circling there, the US flag is facing the wrong way. That seems to happen a lot on these liveries that are made, but you know, it's a minor thing, but it's something that always catches my eyes. Must have something to do with the fact that I'm retired military. Okay, so here we are. We got the center pedestal, and we've got our throttles there, century, and then we've got our condition handles. And as you can see there, all 4 will move at the same time. Now when I start the engines, I can go ahead and move the conditioner one at a time, and then engage my HOTAS. So I'll move them up to the feather position for fuel on, and then I'll do that with the mouse, and then when I've got all the engines up and running, then I'll go ahead and use my HOTAS to move all 4 at the same time. So let's look how that I did that. We'll go to Microsoft Flight Simulator controls options. Let it load up here real quick. And as you can see, I've got this items are set on the throttle. So let's go to power management. And my throttles. Okay, and you can see all 4 engines are set up with joystick L axis Z. So you see how I move one throttle and all 4 engines are controlled. Same with the mixer or my conditioner settings. And then for my reverse thrust, I use the number 2 button on my right throttle handle, as you can see in the picture on the right. So that's all there is to it. What you do is you set it up, and when it asks you to validate for each one of the positions, you simply tell it validate, and you can set up multiple actions for the same key or slider on your HOTAS. It's very simple. It may not be the absolute right way, but it works, and it works for me well on the Thrustmaster HOTAS. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just start the engines up by memory. There is a checklist that comes with it. It is not a checklist that is in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's a checklist that comes with the documents for the aircraft, and it is long. So this is an easy aircraft to start up, so we're just going to go. I'm using external power right now. We've got the battery turned on, we've got the AC generators turned on. And we'll just So I'm going to start with engine 3. Press the start button. And we'll watch number 3 spin up. And when it gets to between 13, 15 area, we'll go ahead and introduce fuel. So and it'll wind up. This particular version, and when you're in Microsoft Flight Simulator, this aircraft comes with multiple liveries and configurations. It comes with GTN 50XI. It has the GTN 530. I'm using the GTN 750. There's multiple configurations you can get for different types of navigation, and I just happen to like the 750. Alright, so let's go to the next engine, and I don't need to press the start button again. I just flip it over and it automatically gets that engine winding up. Okay, let's get over to engine number 2. finally engine number 1. And okay, so we got all 4 engines started. We'll just wait for the RPMs and everything to stabilize. Turn that off. Okay, so alright, so engines are running, everything's stabilized. Turn the taxi light on. Yeah, like I said, I'm just doing this from memory. There's a lot more to this checklist. There's multiple pages. Okay. Okay, let's double check. We've got our takeoff trim set. So temps are looking good. And once we get going here, parking brake is released. Alright. Got conditioners up enough to get us moving. This aircraft is one of those that will run away with itself on ground handling. She wants to really go, even when you've got it set the throttle down to idle. Now in the real world, a lot of times they will taxi this aircraft using one or two engines. They won't have all four of them, adding thrust. But today I just want to go out here, we'll do our takeoff and then turn right around, do a circuit and land. And we'll turn on our landing lights. And we've got our flaps set to takeoff configuration, which is flaps 5. Put up here at the whole short line and double check things. Here's my flag facing the wrong way. Hopefully they'll fix that one day. I know it's a simple thing, but it's something that just catches my eye. Alright, so let's get out on the runway and let's get this girl in the air. Okay, so conditioners to full rich. Stabilized. Add power. Brakes released. Rotate. Okay. Gear up. Pull conditioners back. Just over 1,000 feet, flaps up. And we'll just cruise up here. And get ready to turn back around and prepare to land. DASH7 is designed to be a short landing and takeoff aircraft. She's not overly fast, but very capable aircraft. Okay, so let's land. Yeah, I've got my engines just about idle right now, just losing altitude. Airspeed right now is about 110. And I don't need a lot of flaps to keep it stable and so on. Flaps are set at 15 right now as we approach, and that's probably about all I'm going to use on this. With the aircraft equipped with the 4-engine reverse, when I get down, this thing can land in less than 2,000 feet very easily. So when we get to the runway, we'll go ahead and, after touchdown, let her roll out a little bit and use the reversers. Not because we have to, but just because it's fun. I like using the reversers. It sounds cool. But it'll stop pretty quick. Add a little power. And just let her float down. A big old jet droned out my reverse sound. That's not fair. But anyway, down safe, and we'll taxi back to a parking area. But I'm not going to make you sit through that and suffer through that. So welcome back to Dallas-Fort Worth, where we started from. Okay, well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it was helpful to those of you that have HOTAS and don't have the capability to have actual 4 throttles and so on. And I hope this helped you figure out how to, or one way of setting up the use of controlling those 4 throttles as one, and the mixture too, of course. So with that, we'll go ahead and get ready for our next flight. Not sure what that's going to be yet, but I sure had fun bringing this to you, and like I said, I hope it is helpful to you and useful. And let me say that I appreciate each and every comment that watchers of my videos make to me, and I try to answer each and every one. So until next time, this is BugEater64, and as always, remember, safe flying.